very urgent. Your soulmate has a confession they've been afraid to make. My beloved child. If this message found you today, it is because a confession has finally reached the point where it can no longer stay hidden. For longer than you realize, someone connected to your heart has been carrying words that have grown heavier with every sunrise and every sleepless night. They believed silence would protect both of you, but instead it became the very thing that kept them trapped inside their own emotions. Listen carefully, because what you are about to hear is not ordinary. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has been standing at the edge of a life-changing decision, afraid that one sentence could either bring you closer than ever before or separate your paths forever. Every time they picked up their phone, they imagined sending a message, but fear convinced them to erase every word before it reached you. They replayed old conversations, remembered every smile, every goodbye, every moment they wished they had been brave enough to tell you what was truly in their heart. What they are hiding is far bigger than simple feelings. It is a truth they have protected for so long that even they began believing it would never be spoken aloud. But everything changed after something happened recently that shook them in a way they never expected. Since that moment, they have realized there is no more time to pretend everything is normal. The confession they feared has become impossible to hold back, and before this message ends, you will understand why they believe waiting any longer could cost them everything. Something unexpected forced your soulmate to face the truth they had been running from. It was not a dramatic argument or a loud confrontation. It was one quiet moment that arrived without warning. They watched people around them laughing, making plans, talking about the future, and suddenly one question echoed inside their mind louder than every voice around them. What if I lose this person before I ever tell them how I truly feel? That single thought refused to disappear. It followed them through the rest of the day, through the evening, and into another restless night. They realized that every excuse they had been making was slowly turning into regret. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They finally admitted something they had denied for far too long. Every important decision they imagined making somehow included you. Every dream they pictured somehow led back to your presence. They tried convincing themselves that these feelings would fade with time, yet the opposite happened. Each passing day made your place in their heart stronger instead of weaker. That realization frightened them because they understood they could no longer hide behind uncertainty. But even now, the confession has one final obstacle standing in its way. There is one secret connected to their past that they believe could completely change the way you see them. They have spent countless nights wondering if revealing it would make you walk away forever. That fear has kept their lips sealed. Until now. The moment that is approaching cannot be stopped anymore. Your soulmate has reached the point where silence hurts more than honesty ever could. Deep inside, they already know the confession must be spoken, even if their voice shakes while saying it. What you do not yet know is that this confession is not only about love. It also carries an apology they have rehearsed hundreds of times without ever speaking aloud. There were moments when they could have reached out, moments when one message could have changed everything, but fear convinced them to wait for a better time. That better time never came. Now they understand that waiting has only made the truth more powerful. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As these hidden emotions continue growing, signs are beginning to appear that even they cannot ignore anymore. Unexpected memories keep returning. Familiar places suddenly remind them of you. Small coincidences feel impossible to dismiss. They believe these moments are pushing them toward one unavoidable conversation. But there is one sentence inside that confession they have never said to anyone before. It is the sentence they fear the most, because once those words leave their heart, nothing between you will ever feel the same again, and what those exact words are will change everything you thought you knew about this connection. The closer your soulmate comes to speaking those hidden words, the more impossible it becomes to hide what has been happening inside them. Every ordinary day now feels different. Every familiar place carries a memory they thought they had buried forever. They have caught themselves smiling for no reason, only to realize your name had quietly crossed their mind again. Then, just as quickly, that smile disappears because the same question always returns. What if the truth arrives too late? Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They no longer fear admitting their feelings as much as they fear losing the chance to admit them at all. That realization has changed everything. The walls they spent so long building around their heart have started to crack, and each passing hour makes it harder for them to pretend they are unaffected. They know they cannot continue living between hope and silence forever. Something is pulling them toward a moment they can no longer avoid. Recently, something happened that confirmed what they had secretly believed all along. While everyone else saw it as an ordinary coincidence, your soulmate felt it differently. A familiar song, an unexpected conversation, and a memory they had not revisited in years all appeared within a short span of time. To anyone else, these moments meant nothing. To them, they felt connected, almost as though life itself was refusing to let them keep running from the truth. They stopped making excuses. They stopped telling themselves they would wait another week or another month. Instead, they began preparing themselves for the conversation they have imagined countless times. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They even practiced what they wanted to say, only to stop halfway because their emotions became stronger than the words themselves. For the first time, they accepted that honesty may be frightening, but regret would be far more painful. Even so, one final detail remains hidden, and it is the very reason their heart still trembles before taking that final step. Now everything is moving toward a single unforgettable moment. Your soulmate understands that once the confession begins, there will be no way to take those words back. They are prepared to reveal not only what they feel today, but also the truth about every moment they stayed silent when they should have spoken. They want you to understand that their distance was never a lack of care. It was fear wearing the mask of patience. But there is one sentence they still have not found the courage to say because they believe it will completely change the future of this connection. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They have whispered those words only in their own thoughts, never aloud, because speaking them would mean placing their entire heart in your hands. And as they stand on the edge of finally revealing everything, they suddenly discover one unexpected truth that neither of you saw coming, a truth that makes the confession even bigger than they ever imagined, and it is about to turn this entire story in a direction no one could have predicted. Everything changed the instant your soulmate stopped asking whether they should tell the truth and started asking how much longer they could survive without telling it. That single shift transformed every thought they had been carrying. They no longer saw this confession as a risk. They saw it as their only chance to finally breathe without the weight of regret pressing against their heart. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Every sunrise now feels like a reminder that another opportunity has passed. Every sunset feels like another promise they failed to keep. They have begun noticing details they once ignored. Little moments that quietly bring you back into their mind. A familiar laugh, a familiar place, even the silence between conversations somehow leads them back to you. They finally understand that no matter how far they try to move forward, their heart keeps returning to the same destination. That realization has become impossible to escape, and it is preparing them for the most important decision they have ever made. There is another truth they have never admitted to anyone. While you believed they were moving on with life, they were secretly measuring every new experience against the memories they shared with you. Nothing ever felt complete. Every celebration carried a strange emptiness. Every achievement felt unfinished because the one person they wished could understand it was missing from the picture they imagined. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They tried convincing themselves that time would erase what they felt, but time only made those feelings clearer. Instead of fading, your presence became woven into the future they secretly imagined. Then something happened that completely shattered the last excuse they had been hiding behind. They realized life offers no guarantee that tomorrow will arrive exactly as expected. That thought struck them with incredible force. Suddenly, every delayed message, every unspoken word, and every missed opportunity felt heavier than ever before. They knew that if they remained silent again, they might carry that regret for the rest of their life. Now the confession is closer than it has ever been. The words are no longer trapped only inside their heart, they are waiting on the edge of being spoken. But before they reveal everything, one final memory keeps replaying in their mind. It is a moment involving you that they have protected more carefully than any other. They have never shared it because they believed you had forgotten it completely, yet to them it became the exact moment they realized their feelings would never disappear. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. That hidden memory has quietly guided every choice they have made since then, and it holds the key to understanding why this confession has taken so long. What they are about to reveal next is not simply an apology or a declaration of love. It is the one truth that connects every unanswered question, every silence, and every impossible coincidence, and once those words finally leave their lips, neither of your lives will ever feel the same again. A quiet change has already begun inside your soulmate, even if nobody around them can see it. The fear that once kept them frozen is slowly losing its grip, replaced by a determination they have never felt before. They have realized that protecting their heart by staying silent has only created a deeper pain. Every day they wait, the confession grows stronger, refusing to disappear. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They have even imagined what your reaction might be 100 different times. Sometimes they picture you smiling. Sometimes they fear disappointment. Yet no matter how those thoughts end, one truth always remains the same: they would rather face an uncertain answer than spend another day wondering what could have been. That decision has given them a courage they never believed they possessed, and it is leading them toward a moment that can no longer be delayed. In the middle of all these emotions, something unexpected happened that caught them completely off guard. They came across a small reminder connected to you, something so ordinary that anyone else would have ignored it. But to them, it felt like the final piece of a puzzle they had been trying to solve for far too long. Suddenly, every unanswered question, every silent goodbye, and every missed opportunity seemed to point toward the same conclusion. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They finally understood that the confession they feared was never meant to remain hidden forever. It was waiting for the exact moment when both honesty and courage would meet. Since then, they have stopped searching for perfect timing. Instead, they have begun preparing themselves to speak with complete sincerity, knowing that the truth has the power to heal what silence never could. Now there is only one final step left before everything changes. Your soulmate knows that once they reveal what has been buried inside their heart, there will be no turning back. They are ready to admit not only how deeply they care, but also the reason they believed you deserved better than half-spoken feelings and unfinished conversations. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Yet hidden within that confession is one final revelation they have protected from everyone. A truth so personal that they have never trusted another soul with it. They believe that once you hear those words, every confusing moment from the past will suddenly make sense. The silence, the distance, the hesitation, all of it has been leading toward one unforgettable conversation. And just as they gather the courage to finally let those words leave their heart, something completely unexpected happens that forces them to stop in their tracks. Because they discover that you may already know far more than they ever imagined. For a long moment, your soulmate could not move. The thought that you might already know pieces of the truth completely changed everything they had planned to say. Questions began racing through their mind. Had someone spoken to you? Had their emotions become more obvious than they believed? Or had your heart simply understood what their words never revealed? Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Instead of bringing relief, this possibility made them even more determined to stop hiding. They realized that no matter how much time passed, the truth would always find a way to rise to the surface. Every heartbeat reminded them that honesty was no longer a choice, it had become a necessity. The confession they once feared was now becoming the only path that made sense. For the first time in a very long while, they stopped running from their feelings and began walking directly toward them. As they reflected on everything that had happened, another realization quietly unfolded. The moments they once called coincidences were beginning to connect like chapters of a story they had never fully understood. Every delay, every unexpected meeting, every memory that returned at the perfect time seemed to be leading them toward this exact point. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They finally admitted that they had been waiting for a sign powerful enough to erase every remaining doubt. Then that sign arrived in the simplest way imaginable. It was not a dramatic event. It was a calm certainty that settled deep inside their heart, telling them that hiding any longer would only create more regret. In that quiet moment, they whispered to themselves that no matter what happened next, they would finally speak from the deepest place within them. The fear that once controlled them had begun to lose its voice, while hope had started speaking louder than ever before. Now the distance between silence and truth has become incredibly small. Your soulmate is closer than ever to revealing everything they have carried for so long. They have replayed the opening words of their confession countless times, but every version ends with the same sentence they have protected from the very beginning. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. That final sentence is not only the heart of their confession, it is the key that explains every unanswered question, every hesitation, and every moment that seemed impossible to understand. They know that once those words are spoken, nothing will ever return to the way it was before. But just as they prepare to reveal that life-changing truth, they uncover one final piece of the puzzle, a hidden detail connected to your shared journey that neither of you noticed until now, and it has the power to change the meaning of everything that came before. The hidden detail they uncovered was not something anyone could have predicted. It had been quietly waiting beneath every conversation, every missed opportunity, and every moment that felt unfinished. Your soulmate suddenly realized that the connection they had been trying to understand was never built on perfect timing. It was built on persistence. No matter how many times life pulled your paths apart, every road somehow found its way back to the same place. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. That realization erased the last excuse they had been holding on to. They understood that fear had stolen enough time already. Every day spent wondering had become heavier than the truth itself. They no longer wanted another sunrise to pass with the same words locked inside their heart. They wanted clarity. They wanted honesty. Most of all, they wanted you to know what they should have said long ago instead of allowing silence to tell a story that was never true. As they gathered the courage to finally speak, one memory rose above every other. It was not the happiest moment you shared, nor the most dramatic. It was a quiet moment that almost seemed ordinary at the time. Yet that was the exact moment they realized your presence had changed them in ways they could never explain. From that day forward, every important decision carried the silent hope that one day your paths would fully align again. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They finally accepted that the confession was never only about admitting love. It was about admitting that they had been afraid of losing someone who had already become part of the future they imagined. They no longer wanted to hide behind hesitation or uncertainty. They wanted the truth to stand on its own, free from fear, free from doubt, and free from every excuse that had delayed this moment for so long. Now the moment they feared has finally become the moment they have been waiting for. They take a deep breath, ready to release every hidden emotion they have carried in silence. The confession begins with an apology for every unanswered message, every missed opportunity, and every moment when fear spoke louder than their heart. Then come the words they have protected more carefully than anything else. They never stopped believing that your story together deserved another chance. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As those words leave their heart, an incredible sense of peace replaces years of uncertainty. The burden they carried for so long finally disappears. But just when it seems the entire truth has been revealed, one final surprise appears before them, something that proves this confession was never the end of the journey. It is only the beginning of a brand new chapter that neither of you expected, and what happens next will be greater than either of you ever imagined.